Hello class. In our last class, we have started the chapter chemical bonding and molecular structure, and we have seen that what is a chemical bond, what are the different types of chemical bond, electrovalent, ionic bond, covalent and coordinate bond. And after that we have also seen what are electrovalent compounds and how they are formed. Now today we are going to see what are the necessary conditions for ionic bond, what are the characteristics of ionic compounds, and what is a covalent bond. So, talking about the necessary condition of the formation of ionic bond, the first one is we know that the ionic bond are formed between the metals and non-metals. There is a transfer of electron from a metallic element to a non-metallic element. So, the metal whichever is there must have low ionization energy or low ionization enthalpy. That means ionization energy means the energy which is required to remove the electron from the outermost cell. So the metal should have a very low ionization energy so that the electron can be easily removed. The second condition is it must have high electron gain enthalpy for non-metals. That means the non-metals should have very high electron affinity. That means the the power to draw the electron towards itself, we can say. And next is it must have high lattice energy. That means when the lattice or the structure is formed, there is a formation of high amount of energy. And next is electronegativity differences between the reacting atoms, and there must be a electronegativity difference between the atoms. That means it should not be of the same electronegativity. That means one should be more electropositive and other should be electronegative. Next, characteristics of ionic compounds. Ionic compounds are crystalline solids and are composed of ions even in the solid state. So ionic compounds are generally crystalline solids. Next, ionic compounds have very high melting and boiling point. That means they melt as well as they boil at very high temperature. Ionic compounds have low volatility, high density and high stability. Next, ionic compounds are highly soluble in polar solvent like water, but they are insoluble in organic solvent like benzene, alcohol. And ionic compounds are hard and brittle. So that was the characteristics of ionic compounds. Now we'll discuss about the second type of bond, that is covalent bonds. So the definition tells us the chemical bond that is formed between two combining atoms, that will be non-metal, by mutual sharing of one or more pair of electrons is called a covalent or a molecular bond. So the chemical bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of electron between the two atoms is known as a covalent or molecular bond. And the compound that is formed due to this bond is called a covalent compound. They are called as covalent compounds. Next, we'll see with the example how the formation of covalent bond or covalent compound takes place. So there are so many covalent compounds: hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen chloride, water, carbon dioxide, carbon tetrachloride, methane. Okay, so we'll see how it is formed. Say for example, in a hydrogen molecule we have got two hydrogen atoms, and each hydrogen atom has got one electron. Now in order to be stable for this two hydrogen atom, if one transfer one electron to the other, the first orbit will have two electron. That means in that way this will be stable, but this will not be stable because it does not have any electron. Now both the atoms need to be stable. So for that, what it will do, it will bring that two electrons very close to each other from each side, and they will share among them. In sharing that, what will happen? This hydrogen will also have two electron, and this hydrogen will also have two electron. So the stability is maintained at the duplet rule. So since there is one electron sharing, that is between the two atoms, we have got two electrons, it will form a single bond. If you have got 2 electron sharing, then it will be a double bond. If we have got 3 3, then triple bond, like that. So since we have got one electron pair, there will be a single covalent bond. Okay, this is how hydrogen molecule is formed. Now assignment for today, assignment number 6. The first is write the necessary condition for the formation of ionic bond. Question number 2, what are the characteristics of ionic compounds? Question number 3, define covalent bond. Question number 4, what are covalent compounds? Give examples. And question number 5, write the electron or Lewis structures of the following: hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen. So complete this assignment and send it in my mail.